Hello everybody, my name is Siydo and welcome back to PressPlay Studios. Today we've got some exciting news. A new Overwatch character has been released into the roster. Hero number 32, Echo. Now I made a video, or I recorded a video last night explaining what I thought was going to happen and how I thought the new hero is going to come out March 20th, but Papa Jeff decided to bring it out on the 19th over here in Australia, which kind of put a hole in my theory, but I'm not going to complain, we got a new hero. So we got a support character called Echo who we've known about since BlizzCon 2018, and today I'm just going to take you through some of the leaks that came out before Echo was released and what Echo could look like in the actual game. And yeah, let's get into it. So a few days ago there was a leak from the Blizzard Twitter, or the official Overwatch Twitter, called the personal log of Dr. Mina Liao. Now, we learned in the origin trailer for Echo that Liao was Echo's creator, and it's something that people had thought of from reading the log. And another theory that was going around was that they were the same person. Dr. Liao uploaded her consciousness into Echo. That doesn't seem to be true. However, we do get the idea that Echo was made by Dr. Liao, who was a Omnics right activist in a way. She supported the rights of Omnics in terms of she thought they had souls, or they had the right to believe they had souls, and that they heard music in King's Row, and all these different things that she said in the actual post. So Echo seems to be an AI created by someone who likes AI, meaning that she's probably a positive character. She's not going to be a bad character. However, Dr. Liao seems to have passed on, so there could be an edge to Echo's character maybe, in terms of personality, from everything that we've seen in the Overwatch 2 trailer and from the brief moment she saw up in BlizzCon 2018 in the Ash release and reunion short. It seems that she's a pretty positive character. She's a good guy in terms of that. Dr. Liao seems to have died, and there is no confirmation for this, but I believe that she probably died from Talon, and that Echo was then put into the pod that we see getting taken to Route 66 with McCree. While it was being taken to McCree, or if it actually was being taken to McCree, or if it just fell off at the wrong spot, we don't know. However, it seems that Talon was trying to get Echo, or trying to shut down this project that she was working on, and it's probably pretty likely that she was killed by Reaper, because we know that Reaper is going around and killing former Overwatch agents, such as Dr. Liao was a former Overwatch agent, so it's likely that he was the one who killed her. Echo is likely to be a support character, like to be a very mobile support character, so I'm going to get into some more nitty-gritty things that I think her abilities could be. Now, probably by the time this video comes up, her abilities have already been confirmed as to what they are, so this is going to just be wild speculation and look very stupid later. However, I feel like I probably should have a crack at seeing if I can guess any of these things, and if I can guess any of them, you'll never hear me shut up about it. So, potential abilities, first up with her health. I believe she would have 200 health as most other supports. She doesn't seem to be a support that's extra squishy, nor extra buff like Brigitte or a character like Mei or something like that. So it seems pretty fair that she should have 200 health. Now, Zenyatta is the only other Omnic support character, and we know that he has 50 health and 150 shield. So what I've done is I've split her health up into 100 health and 100 shields. This would make her quite weak to the EMP, which gets rid of shields, but not as weak as Zenyatta, which means that if you're running an Echo Zen support duo, Sombra your worst nightmare. Her primary fire is the small explosive balls seen from the Overwatch 2 trailer. They probably won't deal the most damage per second. However, it could be similar to a Mori situation, to where it doesn't matter how much damage per second you're dealing, but she deals quite a bit of damage because of the playstyle of Echo that I think they're going to put in the game. It probably will do a little bit of radius damage, but more like Sigma's hyperspheres than Junkrat's bombs or Pharah's rockets. She heals using a shield beam. So this is the thought that I've had. Echo doesn't seem to be a doctor of some kind, but again, neither is Zenyatta. Is it possible that Blizzard wants to recreate what they tried to do with Sim, where having a support character who wasn't based around healing, but you need someone to heal the team, so giving shield instead of health could be a very interesting thing, and I think if there's ever a character to do it, it would be Echo. She has a movement ability called Take Flight. Now, this is not confirmed. As I've said, all this is just speculation. However, because we saw in the Overwatch 2 trailer that Echo is a very mobile character, I have two ideas for her mobility. One is that her flight is just something she can do normally. She's a fly character, sort of like Pharah. Or what I've said here, where she's more like Mercy. And Take Flight is an ability where she launches up into the sky and a bit forward so she can move around. Sort of similar to Exo Boots with a bit of like a push on the back. and then I'll get into her actual flying later. She also has a stun that stuns all heroes in a 180-degree radius in front of her very briefly. The reason I say this is because characters like this are pretty easy to dive on, and I think having a character like Echo, having an ability that stuns could be very useful for getting her out of trouble if she ends up in a wrong position. Now, the stun would be not something that Echo herself could follow up on very well, not like a flashbang or a shield bash or something. It would be more that she stuns them, but also has have an animation that takes a similar amount of time to recuperate from, which allows her to get an ability to get away, or her team to come help her, rather than her stunning them all and then, killing them all. And it could be a useful ability for setting up things, so you can have Echo fly behind the team, stun them, and then you could drop your shadow or your grab or whatever you needed to do. That's an ability that I'm not really sure on if I would actually like it to be in the game, even though I did write it. However, I think that having a stun like that could be useful for a character, and it'll be a different type of stun than what we're used to seeing. And finally, her ult is similar to Mercy's, however it does less healing and more damage. What I mean by this is, so it's similar how Valkyrie, you can fly around for a set amount of time and stuff. I think that Echo's flight would be a lot quicker, and she'll probably do more damage in terms of DPS, because the damage will probably be buffed during the ult. However, her shielding wouldn't get any changes, or would get a little bit of a buff, but with Mercy, you get the more beams of healing and it goes quicker and everything like that. I don't think you could do that with Echo without making the ult overpowered. So I think you could just have a flying character who can do all these different things with a lot more damage. It makes her a really annoying target to take down for those 5 to 6 seconds, however long the ult lasts. And we can see it more like we saw in the Overwatch 2 trailer, which is probably our best look at Echo so far. So that's what I think the abilities would be. I think she would fit well into a dive comp, depending on her abilities, of course. She seems to be a very mobile support, so I think she could fit in with a dive comp alongside a character like Lucio or Mercy, especially Mercy, because then you could have 2 flying supports. I think it's going to be pretty clear that there's going to be some ability that allows Echo to fly for a short amount of time. That's all I wanted to say for today, guys. This video is probably going to be pretty short. However, we don't have a lot of information on Echo at the time of recording. We'll probably learn more in the next couple of days. Probably more has already come out, like her abilities. However, I just wanted to get a video out and into the world now to try and get as much information out to you guys as possible from what we know. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and that's a wrap.